A Promised Land. Page 17. For starters, it got me out of my own head. I had to listen to, and not just theorize about, what mattered to people. I had to ask strangers to join me and one another on real-life projects, fixing up a park, or removing asbestos from a housing project, or starting an after-school program. I experienced failure and learned to buck up so I could rally those who'd put their trust in me. I suffered rejections and insults often enough to stop fearing them. In other words, I grew up and got my sense of humor back. I came to love the men and women I worked with. The single mom living on a ravaged block, who somehow got all for children through college. The Irish priest who threw open the church doors every evening so that kids had an option other than gangs. The laid-off steelworker who went back to school to become a social worker. Their stories of hardship and their modest victories confirmed for me again and again the basic decency of people. Through them, I saw the transformation that took place when citizens held their leaders and institutions to account. Even on something as small as putting in a stop sign on a busy corner or getting more police patrols. I noticed how people stood up a little straighter, saw themselves differently, when they learned that their voices mattered. Through them, I resolved the lingering questions of my racial identity. For it turned out, there was no single way to be black. Just trying to be a good man was enough. Through them, I discovered a community of faith, that it was okay to doubt, to question, and still reach for something beyond the here and now. And because I heard in church basements and on bungalow porches the very same values, honesty, and hard work, and empathy that had been drilled into me by my mother and grandparents, I came to trust the common thread that existed between people. I can't help but wonder sometimes what would have happened if I had stayed with organizing, or at least some version of it. Like many local heroes I've met over the years, I might have managed to build up an institution that could reshape a neighborhood or a portion of the city. Anchored deep in a community, I might have steered money and imagination to change not the world, but just that one place, or that one set of kids. Doing work that touched the lives of neighbors and friends in some measurable and useful way. But I didn't stay. I left for Harvard Law School, and here's where the story gets murkier in my mind, with my motives open to interpretation. That's the end of page 17. Please press the next button, or press the next video end screen at the right side of the screen for page 18.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe for more videos. Have a great day.